Hey, hey, it's Monday night and time for another Sarah C. Poetry live video. I'm not sure if you can relate, but I am pretty sensitive to sound. I think it's helped the musician and singer side of me to be strong, but at times sounds can be so distracting and annoying. What would you say is the most annoying sound on earth? And that's the beauty of Facebook Live. You can respond anytime, even if you're watching days, weeks, or months later. And I am curious to know, what sounds do you think are the most annoying? Is it the traditional nails on a chalkboard thing? I mean, chalkboards aren't even in schools much nowadays. Maybe it's the sound of other people chewing, or maybe a baby crying. Off-tune singing could probably be pretty annoying, or maybe even the sound of auto-tune singing. I don't know. For me though, one of the most annoying sounds is the sound of a traditional alarm clock. I'm a pretty light sleeper, so if a really noisy alarm clock goes off, I feel like I'm having a mini heart attack. I hate that sound. I wrote a poem a few years ago called Time Dream that right after I got my newest iPhone, because I was feeling a little bit convicted about how much time I was wasting doing a little bit of productive but mostly nonsensical things on it. You already heard that I have this weird obsession with online personality quizzes, so it makes sense, right? So last week I talked about how distractions, even good ones, can take our focus and take us off the narrow path of purpose. Tonight though, I want to take it a step further and challenge us, all of us, to examine our downtime, because I believe that wasted time is another distraction causing us all to get off track. But please hear me out and understand. We all need a balance between hard work and quality rest. Resting and relaxing is something that really benefits us, and it was modeled by God at the very beginning. He instituted the Sabbath, an entire day of rest that repeated every week. I'd be crazy to argue against downtime. I love it. However, I noticed that there are certain types of relaxing that just really isn't healthy for me. Maybe you can relate. I don't know if you've experienced any of these things. So let me give you a few examples to help clarify what I mean. First of all, I love to read. It's what I tend to do most when I have downtime. But what kinds of things am I reading? Does what I read tend to make me feel dissatisfied with my life or angry and frustrated? I also love music. Do the lyrics of the songs inspire me, or do they fill me with words and ideas that aren't so healthy for me? Okay, another example. What kinds of TV or internet activity am I doing in my downtime? Am I mostly focused or obsessed with divisive political issues? Or am I caught up in things that tend to foster racial tensions? Or maybe things that encourage sexual temptation? Or do I focus on silly things like narcissistic online personality quizzes or mind-numbing games or shows or activities? The real clarifying question is this though: how much time am I really wasting each day? I mean, of course, we can't always anticipate that a book or a show or a song or something like that will bring us down or cause us to get off track. I'm not condemning these things. I'm not against reading heavy or deep books that might be depressing, listening to controversial music, watching silly TV shows, taking online personality quizzes, or being politically active. But how much of our time is spent doing those things? And really, how does that affect us? Could I be missing out on a better type of rest? Recently, our family bought a device from Disney called the Circle that monitors and records our online activity. It's extremely eye-opening for me to click on my profile at the end of the day and see how many hours I spent online. Some days I think I must have fallen into some kind of computer trance because the amount of time I spend online is astounding. And what is the result? I mean, the purpose of relaxation is renewal and restoration. I have to avoid getting sucked into the repetitive trap of what I guess I could call stressful rest, because that kind of rest makes me feel more drained and more desperate for peace. So at the end of the poem that I'm going to share tonight, I start to wake up from this time-wasted slumber. I'm a little disoriented and confused at first. Where am I again? What am I supposed to be doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Living a life with purpose, walking the narrow path. Like the poem I shared last week, I think that the solution for waking ourselves up, for just waking up, is similar. It's opening our eyes, regaining our focus. It's listening to God's leading and seeking His face, and really just resting in His love. So yeah, I'll share the poem with you now. It's called Time Drain. Tick, tick. Time slipping, tick. Wasting it productively, tick. All of the noise goes silent, tick. Fades into nothing, tick. Everything, nice normalcy, numbing, tick. Reality repressed, relaxing, tick. Seductive silence, soothing, tick. Just a little more time, going, tick. Going, tick. Going! Surprise, suddenly shaking, wake up! Wilting, waffling, wavering, wake up! Feeble feet floundering, wake up! Confused condition confounding, wake up! Then I open my eyes, hear your voice, see your face, feel your arms. Safe, steadfast, settled, secure. Communicating what I want to say this week just has been a little bit trickier for me. Hopefully you've been able to hear my heart. We all need downtime, and I don't think we can really judge how others choose to use their time. So I hope it doesn't seem like I'm doing that. But if you, like me, find that the result of your downtime often leaves you feeling more, I don't know, depressed or drained rather than uplifted, then maybe it's time to consider a change. Let's not wait until something more serious than the sound of an annoying alarm clock starts to really wake us up. Good night, everybody. See you next week.